George Mark Paul Stroumboulopoulos. Greek. Gamma epsilon omega rho gamma iota omicron sigma mu alpha rho kappa omicron sigma pi alpha epsilon lambda omicron sigma sigma tau rho omicron epsilon mu pi omicron epsilon lambda omicron pi omicron epsilon lambda omicron sigma. strɒmbəʻlʒpələs. Born August 16, 1972, is a Canadian television and radio personality. He is best known as formerly being a VJ for the Canadian music television channel MuchMusic and being the host of the CBC Television talk show George Stroumboulopoulos Tonight, formerly The Hour, from 2005 to 2014. From 2014 to 2016, Stroumboulopoulos worked for Rogers Media, anchoring Hockey Night in Canada and the NHL on Rogers. Early life. Stroumboulopoulos was born in Malton, Ontario, a neighborhood in Mississauga, Ontario, to a Greek father from Egypt and a Ukrainian mother. He was raised in Toronto, primarily by his mother and a close-knit extended family. He graduated from Ascension of Our Lord Secondary School. He studied radio broadcasting at Humber College in Toronto. Radio broadcasting. In spring 1993, Stroumboulopoulos worked at Rock Radio in Kelowna, British Columbia for a few months before getting a job offer at the Toronto radio station Fan 590 AM, working in talk radio. He then moved to CFNY-FM to host various shows including Live in Toronto. Since 2005, Stroumboulopoulos has hosted The Strombo Show, a music-oriented freeform radio talk show. The show has been aired on the CBC Radio 2 network since 2009. Television career. MuchMusic. From 2000 to 2004, Stroumboulopoulos worked at MuchMusic as producer and host of The Punk Show, then host of The New Music, Much Loud and Much News, The Greatest Canadian. In 2004, Stroumboulopoulos was featured on CBC Television's The Greatest Canadian series as the advocate for Tommy Douglas. More than 1.2 million votes were cast over 6 weeks, as each of 10 advocates made their case for the top 10 nominees. George made a personal and passionate case for Tommy Douglas, Canada's father of Medicare, and Douglas was named the winner of the contest. The Strombo Show. Stroumboulopoulos has hosted a long-running Sunday night talk radio show. The Strombo Show originally aired as a talk show on CFRB in Toronto and CJAD in Montreal. The show moved to the Chorus Network in November 2007 and the format changed to one of mainly music. The Strombo Show broadcast from 102.1 The Edge's Toronto studio and on other radio stations in the Chorus Entertainment Network, including CFOX-FM in Vancouver, Power 97 in Winnipeg, FM 96 in London and Y108 in Hamilton. The show moved to CBC Radio 2 on November 8, 2009. George Stroumboulopoulos Tonight, The Hour. On January 17, 2005, the first episode of The Hour went to air in the show's 7th season. In 2010, the show's name changed to George Stroumboulopoulos Tonight, and it was shortened from 1 hour to half an hour. George Stroumboulopoulos Tonight was a hybrid of news and celebrity and covered everything from politics, pop culture, the environment, human rights, entertainment, sports and more. It has won 8 Gemini Awards. There are a range of guests on the show from world leaders to celebrities and politicians. The show concluded at the end of the 2013-2014 season as Stroumboulopoulos moved to Rogers Communications, The One, making a music star. In July 2006, Stroumboulopoulos hosted the American reality television talent show, The One. making a music star that aired on ABC in the United States and CBC Television in Canada. It was advertised as a similar show to American Idol and Rockstar, but with the twist that contestants would live together in a fully functioning music academy, with their actions documented similar to the Big Brother format. The show was reportedly the most expensive summer series in the history of the ABC network. Its first episode, on July 18, 2006, scored a low audience of 3.08 million viewers, and subsequent episodes had even fewer viewers. The series was cancelled after just 2 weeks. 4 episodes, with the final results undecided on July 27, 2006, with no plans for any further episodes. Stroumboulopoulos on CNN. Stroumboulopoulos hour-long talk series for CNN. Stroumboulopoulos aired during the late spring and the summer of 2013. It was taped before a live audience in Los Angeles, and featured interviews in a format similar to his CBC show. Sometimes, episodes did not air as scheduled. After airing 7 episodes from June 14, 2013 to August 16, 2013, CNN did not renew the show Hockey Night in Canada and moved to Rogers. On March 10, 2014, Rogers Media, which had acquired exclusive national media rights to the National Hockey League, officially announced that Stroumboulopoulos would serve as the main host of Hockey Night in Canada, beginning in October 2014, replacing Ron MacLean. Concurrently, CBC announced the cancellation of George Stroumboulopoulos Tonight after a 10-year run. Strombo's role on Hockey Night, which was part of an effort to appeal to younger viewers, received mixed reception. Viewers surveyed upon his introduction felt that he was not a credible successor to Ron MacLean, in a move which the Toronto Star speculated was meant to help regain viewership lost over the first 2 seasons of the contract, which was also credited to the poor performance of Canadian teams in the 2015-16 season. Sportsnet announced on June 27, 2016 that Stroumboulopoulos had been let go from Rogers, and that Ron MacLean would be reinstated. Charity and public awareness. Stroumboulopoulos in the Hour sponsored the 1 Million Acts of Green internet website challenge, calling on Canadians to register environmental acts they've done. The campaign registered over 1.6 million acts on the website. George and his family have been devoted to this cause, also supported by Dr. David Suzuki. Stroumboulopoulos has also been involved with numerous charitable initiatives, such as hosting the Hip Hop for Africa Mandela Children's Fund Canada and CAP/AIDS February 2006 Toronto benefit. He has traveled to the Arctic for a special on literacy, youth culture and the loss of Inuit identity. He has been to Sudan with War Child Canada and Zambia for a World AIDS Day special documentary. He also supports Make Poverty History. He joined other prominent Canadians in sharing views on global issues in the March 2010 issue of Upstream Journal magazine. He was executive producer and co-host of Canada for Haiti Television with Cheryl Hickey and Ben Mulroney to help the humanitarian crisis in Haiti after a devastating earthquake. He also presented at Vancouver's Epic Expo in May 2011, where he showed support for fair trade and the work of Fair Trade Vancouver. Stroumboulopoulos was selected by the United Nations World Food Programme (WFP) as an official ambassador in March 2011, thus being named the first Canadian national ambassador against hunger. Personal life. Stroumboulopoulos is a fan of the hockey team the Montreal Canadiens. Awards. The Hour has won 6 Gemini Awards. In 2006 Viewers' Choice Award, Best Host. In 2007, Best Talk Series, Best Host, Best Production Design. In 2008, Best Host. Stroumboulopoulos was awarded an honorary Doctor of Laws from the University of Calgary on November 13, 2007. He was also awarded an honorary degree in communications from Humber College in June 2009. In September 2011, he received the inaugural Swarovski Humanitarian Award at the 5th Annual Playback Canadian Film and Television Hall of Fame Gala in Toronto. On March 6, 2012, the World Economic Forum announced that he had been selected as a Young Global Leader (YGL) for 2012, and was one of 3 Canadians to receive the global honor. Official website. George Stroumboulopoulos at the Internet Movie Database.